Hello and welcome. My name is Alan and we are back with more. Know your members of Congress for the 119th Congress. Today we are looking at Senator John Cornyn, who is one of the two senators for the state of Texas. He is a Republican, and before he took office, he was preceded in office by Phil Gramm. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at who he is as an individual. He was born in Houston, Texas on February 2nd, 1952. Earned a Bachelor of Arts from Trinity University in 1973. Earned a JD from St. Mary's School of Law, 1977. Earned an LLM from the University of Virginia in 1995. Has been an attorney, the Bexar County District Court Judge, 1984 to 1990, on the Texas Supreme Court, 1990 to 1997, the Texas State Attorney General, 1999 to 2002, before being elected as a Republican to the U.S. Senate in 2002. Subsequently appointed to the remainder of the term left vacant after the resignation of William Philip Gramm, and took the oath of office on December 2nd, 2002. Re-elected in 2008, 2014, and again in 2020 for the term ending January 3rd, 2027. Now, let's go ahead and look at the committees he is on. He is on the Committee on Finance, of which he's on the Subcommittee on Energy, Natural Resources, and Infrastructure, the Subcommittee on International Trade, Customs, and Global Competitiveness, of which he is chairman, and the Subcommittee on Taxation and IRS Oversight. He's on the Committee on Foreign Relations, of which he's on the Subcommittee on Africa and Global Health Policy, the Subcommittee on East Asia, the Pacific, and International Cybersecurity Policy, and the Subcommittee on Western Hemisphere, Transnational Crime, Civilian Security, Democracy, Human Rights, and Global Women's Issues. He is on the Committee on the Budget. He is on the Committee on the Judiciary, of which he's on the Subcommittee on Border Security and Immigration, of which he is chairman. The Subcommittee on Crime and Counterterrorism, the Subcommittee on Privacy, Technology, and the Law, and the Subcommittee on the Constitution. He's on the Joint Committee on Taxation. He's on the Select Committee on Intelligence, and he's on the U.S. Senate Caucus on International Narcotics Control, of which he is chairman. Now, let's go ahead and look at his top 5 individual donors and contributors over this last election cycle. At the top, number 1, we have Apollo Global Management. And they are an American asset management firm that primarily invests in alternative assets, and as of 2025 had $840 billion of assets under management, including $392 billion invested in credit, including mezzanine capital, hedge funds, non-performing loans, and collateralized loan obligations, $99 billion invested in private equity, and $46.2 billion invested in real assets, which includes real estate and infrastructure. It invests money on behalf of pension funds, financial endowments, and sovereign wealth funds, as well as other institutional and individual investors. It was founded in 1990 by Leon Black, Josh Harris, and Mark Rowan, former investment bankers at the now defunct Drexel Burnham Lambert. It is headquartered in New York City with offices across North America, Europe, and Asia. And founder and CEO Leon Black resigned as CEO in 2021 in the wake of sexual misconduct allegations and revelations that he had paid $158 million to Jeffrey Epstein, and the company was founded in 1990. Altogether, they have donated $159,096, and once again, that's Apollo Global Management. Next, at number 2, we have Blackstone Group, and they are an American alternative investment management company based in New York City and was founded in 1985 as a mergers and acquisitions firm by Peter Peterson and Steven Schwartzman, who had previously worked together at Lehman Brothers. Its private equity business has been one of the largest investors in leveraged buyouts in the last 3 decades, while its real estate business has actively acquired commercial real estate across the globe. It is also active in credit, infrastructure, hedge funds, secondaries, growth equity, and insurance solutions. As of May 2024, it has more than $1 trillion in total assets under management, making it the world's largest alternative investment firm. Altogether, it has donated $114,295, and once again, that's Blackstone Group. Next, at number 3, we have Berkshire Hathaway, and they are an American multinational conglomerate holding company headquartered in Omaha, Nebraska, that was originally a textile manufacturer but transitioned into a conglomerate starting in 1965 under the management of Chairman and CEO Warren Buffett and Vice Chairman Charlie Munger, who was with the company from 1978 to 2023. Greg Abel now oversees most of the company's investments and has been named as Buffett's successor. Buffett personally owns 38.4% of the Class A voting shares of Berkshire Hathaway, representing a 15.1% overall economic interest in the company. It is often compared to an investment fund, because between 1965, when Buffett gained control of the company, in 2023, the company's shareholder returns amounted to a compound annual growth rate of 19.8% compared to 10.2% compound annual growth rate for the S&P 500. However, in the 10 years ending in 2023, Berkshire Hathaway produced a compound annual growth rate of 11.8% for shareholders compared to 12% compound annual growth rate for the S&P 500. From 1965 to 2023, the stock price had negative performance in only 11 years. In August 2024, it became the 8th U.S. public company and the first non-technology company to be valued at over $1 trillion on the list of public corporations by market capitalization. Altogether, it has donated $106,805, and once again, that's Berkshire Hathaway. Next, at number 4, we have KKR and Company. They are also known as Kohlberg Kravis Roberts and Company, and are an American global private equity and investment company that, as of December 31st, 2024, had completed 710 private equity investments with approximately $790 billion of total enterprise value. Its assets under management and fee-paying assets under management were $530 billion US dollars and 46 billion euros, respectively. I'm assuming that's euros, 46 billion. KKR was founded in 1976 by Jerome Kohlberg Jr. and cousins Henry Kravis and George R. Roberts, all of whom had previously worked together at Bear Stearns, where they completed some of the earliest leveraged buyout transactions. Notable such transactions by KKR include the 1989 leveraged buyout of RJR Nabisco, as well as the 2007 buyout of TXU Energy, both of which, upon completion, were the largest buyouts ever to date. It is headquartered in Manhattan, New York, with offices in Beijing, Dubai, Dublin, Houston, Hong Kong, London, Luxembourg, Madrid, Menlo Park, Mumbai, Paris, Riyadh, San Francisco, Sao Paulo, Seoul, Singapore, Shanghai, Sydney, and Tokyo. Altogether, it has donated $105,490, and once again, that's KKR and Company. Finally, in 5th, we have Energy Transfer LP. They are an American company engaged in pipeline transportation, storage, and terminaling for natural gas, crude oil, NGLs, refined products, and liquid natural gas. It is organized under Delaware state laws and headquartered in Dallas, Texas, and was founded in 1996 by Ray Davis and Kelsey Warren, who remains executive chairman. As of 2023, the company owns or operates more than 125,000 miles or 201,000 kilometers of pipelines throughout the U.S., making it one of the largest midstream companies in the country. It is also one of the largest exporters of NGLs in the world. And NGL is natural gas liquids or natural gas condensate, which is a low-density mixture of hydrocarbon liquids that are present as gaseous components in the raw natural gas produced from many natural gas fields. Anyway, altogether, it has donated $101,826. And once again, that's Energy Transfer LP. Now let's go ahead and look at the top 5 industry donor and contributor over the last election cycle. At the top, number 1, we have Retired, who altogether have donated $6,423,383. Next at number 2 is Securities and Investment, who altogether have donated $3,251,693. Next at number 3 is Republican conservative groups, who have donated $2,459,495. Next at number 4 is Real Estate, who altogether have donated $1,974,157. And in 5th is Oil and Gas, who altogether have donated $1,857,019. Now, let's go ahead and look at all the donors at a glance. Individually, Apollo Management, Global Management, boo, suck. Blackstone Group, boo, suck. Berkshire Hathaway, KKR and Company, ooh. Energy Transfer LP, ooh. Industry-wise, Retired, absolutely great. Wonderful. Securities and Investment, boo, suck. Republican conservative groups, boo, suck. Real Estate, ooh. Oil and Gas, ooh. Yeah, your donors suck balls. I only give Berkshire Hathaway a little higher rating than the other 3 of the first 4 here, because for a long time they were private held, and it wasn't just on whims of stock trading BS. So yeah, Retired, like I said, absolutely wonderful. Rest of them really just suck balls. But this has been a look at Senator John Cornyn, who is one of the 2 senators for the state of Texas. As always, educate thyself. Think, read, study, learn. Someone tells you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. I'll be putting my links and sources in the description box below the video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, later.